Hello, Rita and I back out on Jordan Lake. Been messing around fishing. We wanted to see, she wanted to go carp fishing. She likes carp fishing. I figured while she's doing that, and I tried to catch a catfish. We have froze some shad. I didn't know if frozen shad will work, but I've been catching the fire out of them doing it. So I figured I'd try to make a little video if I can quit stumbling over my words. We're sitting on a point. I'm in about 19 foot of water. Where I'm casting is probably about 12 or 14. So over on the front side of this point where the wind's coming in, lobbing it out real lightly. And it hasn't been sitting there long, so I've been catching the fish. I'm using two different baits. I'm using shad and I'm using white perch. I've not got a bite on the white perch. And if I was just counting the white perch, I think there wasn't even no fish in this pond, but they've been killing the shad. I mean, just nothing big, you know, white cats and channel cats, a pound and a half at the most. Maybe 2 pounds, one of them was. But we figured we'd just give it a try. I started off casting deep and just kept working around. When I got over in the shallow water, they just started hitting. Got shallower wise, not real shallow. It's like I said, about 12, 14 feet where I'm throwing. The water's 90 degrees. So catfish will bite when it's 90 degrees, well 89 and a half, so I might as well be 90. There it is already. There he is already. Like I said, they're just killing these little frozen shad. So if you catch fresh shad, we didn't let it get wet. We just kept it in a Ziploc bag, and then we vacuum sealed it as soon as we got home. That works. It ain't like that crap you buy at Walmart or whatever. Like I said, that's just a little old catfish. It'd be good to eat if you want to eat him. And I don't even have to take him off. He jumped off. We've just been catching them like that, one right after another. Now I got a mess. Now I got a mess to fix. So what I'm doing, I cut the gut pocket and the tail off. That's all I'm doing. And they go right through, because they do get kind of easy to come off the hook. I mean, they've been frozen. So I go right through the skull. Even then, you gotta just lob it out. I can't just cast it real hard. But I was lobbing them right on the windy side of this point when I do it, just because of the way we got the boat anchored. And that's all I'm doing. Kind of pull enough line out to let it hit the bottom. I think it's on the bottom right there. I'm just using a little old, I don't know what I'm using. The Gander Mountain reel, probably I don't know, it might be a 2000 size. A little bass stick by Custom Rod USA. No telling how old that rod is. But it's perfect for this. If I catch a 5-pounder or so, I'll have my hands full. All I've been catching is the little small ones. Like I said, I got 2 lines out. This one with the white perch. If I hadn't had a bite, if I know I had a head for a piece for about 20 minutes, there he is again. There's another one. He got off. I missed that one. I missed that one. See if I can bob it out and keep my bait. I'm gonna run out of bait soon. I gotta conserve. We only brought one little bag of the shad, because I didn't know if it was gonna work or not. Like I said, it's a Friday evening and worked all week. We got off work. I got up on the lake about 5 o'clock, I guess. There he is already. And yep, I mean, as soon as it hits the water. And we got on the lake about 5 o'clock. It's windy. Wind started to die down a little bit. We had 20-mile-an-hour gusts, but we just anchored down here fishing. And we're having a ball with these little ones. If I wanted catfish to eat, that right there would make a heck of a meal. I don't want any right now. I don't want to mess with them. We got a freezer full of them right now. Got a freezer full of crappie too, so this is lucky day. What? Like I said, I'm just going right down through the skull, the hard part of the skull, and coming out. I don't know what size hook that is. Probably our number one. don't think it's a one-off, but maybe two. But yeah, it was blowing so hard when we left, it blew a tree out in the road. But we wanted to go fishing, so we just drove around and kept on coming. But like I said, it's calming down, it's working out. This is fun. I don't care. I mean, you catching one fish right after another, it's fun, even though they're small. So I'm glad we came. Just let it go, hit the bottom. But she's fishing with, she's got a carp though she's fishing with. If she catches one, we'll show you that in a minute. Yep, there he hit. He tapped it. I'm getting anxious. I need to give him a minute. I'm just feeding him bait now. I can get my bait. Throw it back in there. I need to let them eat it. They're too small to just gulp it down and take off with it. I worry about them swallowing the hook, so I'm trying to set the hook, but I need to give them a few seconds. I get excited, just like anybody else. I like fishing, so I get excited when I get a bite, even if it is a little one. I don't care. I get excited anyway. I think the channel cats are spawning. That's why I'm catching these little ones. I don't really expect to catch a big one. I might, but I don't think so. The last ones I caught, you could tell they were getting ready to spawn. They had eggs in them, and that's just 2 weeks ago. So you could just tell. I mean, the males were starting to get a little scratched up already. Females still had eggs in them. Got him that time. Got him that time. He's pulling a little better. He ain't big, but he's pulling a little better than them last ones. Oh yeah. I don't need the net, I don't think. He can't even pull drag on his 8-pound test line, but he's still pulling. He's giving it a. All he wants, these little channel cats fight, man. I mean. There he is. Nice little channel cat. Better be glad I ain't hungry, it's all I can tell you. They look like sandwiches. This one might wind up going home anyway. He kind of swallowed the hook. Well, this might be all right. She got a better chance in there than she does in my cooler. All right, so the other bait I'm using, it hasn't been working. That's just a white perch fillet. And I'm throwing it out in the same, basically the same general area. And I'm hoping, now this is a fresh one, I'm hoping I catch one on it, but they're not liking it like they are those little frozen shad, that's for sure. A lot sturdier bait, but they ain't wanting it today. Funny how fish want one thing one day and they don't the next, but usually those white perch are we call them catfish candy. But they don't want them today, or hadn't wanted them today. Tell y'all what, I have bought some sorry line. It's supposed to be a Mr. Crappie 8-pound test. Mr. Crappie makes good line. But I bought this off Amazon, and I honestly believe I bought a counterfeit. It didn't even look right when I opened the package. It didn't look like the other Mr. Crappie packages I had. But that's what I got, so I'm gonna use it. Right through the head. Hey, they do want a white perch. They will eat the white perch. See what we got this time. They just wanted a fresh fillet. They didn't want no head pieces. This is a white cat. He didn't swallow it too. I think I can get him out pretty easy. Nice little white perch. White cat. White cat looks like kind of a bullhead and a channel crawl. This is their own species though, they're not a hybrid. This is how I got started fishing. My granddad used to be a channel catfishman in Alabama, fishing the Buddy Hatchie River, and we'd catch them this size. Now we didn't throw nothing back. I remember one time I caught a little old bitty channel cat so small he put the head of it in a Prince Albert tobacco can, put some water in it. We didn't throw nothing back then. Threw him back to Lake Crisco. All right, got another one. I don't think he's a big one, but he's a fish. He seen that boat. He don't want to go for a boat ride. He don't want to go for a boat ride. Oh yeah. Hey little buddy. That is a Jordan Lake channel cat, typical eater right there. Just keep it going. That's him. That is him. See if we can't do it again. There he is, as soon as it hit the water. I'll pull a little jerker. Ain't big as a minute, but he sure put up a little fight, been no bigger than one. That line's covered with slime. Little female. Man, they better be glad I don't want to fish deep. Every one of them is good eaters. Got another one. Another one on the shad. No bigger than he is. He's putting up a fight. Another little white cat. Everybody always says good eater, but that's because that's a good eater. That's why I say it. That size fish is just good to eat. My pliers over here. I think this one right here is fine. They got him, that circle hook got him right in the corner of the mouth where it's supposed to be. Y'all see him? Another little white cat. All right, we're gonna catch you. Huh? Yep. See, I can tell this is catfish this way he's fighting that other one. My guess was he's white bass the way he took off. We got a little blonde on him, on her. You're a little blonde. Get in there, get back in there and drive them old boy catfish crazy. All right, last shad going in. And we'll pull up anchor and probably call it a night. Hopefully we catch one on it. That's what happened when it slowed down. They were getting up on that point. They were moving up. What they'll do at night, they'll come out of the depths and go up, you know, up on points and crash the bank, trying, you know, looking for shad and looking for whatever, anything they can to eat. I believe it's 90-degree water and you're just wearing them out in the shallow water. There he is. There he is. We're gonna get him. We're gonna try. I think I missed him. No, I got him. I got him. He just took off coming towards us. Tell you what, there might be one here this time. A little bit bigger anyway. He ain't huge or nothing, but that's it's the biggest one we've had on today, I believe. Oh yeah, probably a 3-pounder, maybe. Yep, if I can get him in. Yeah, it's handy. I just don't want to pop the line. I just don't want to pop the line. I want to get him in. Yep. Now he's caught. Now you are caught. Oh. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you today. Frozen shad works. If you catch it in the lake and you vacuum seal it right off the bat, I mean, right when you get home, frozen shad works. There's the proof. Like I said, I caught at least a half a dozen before we ever turned the camera on. So we've had a lot of fun. So if you watched this far, thank you. We'll catch you on the next one.